Look around you carefully. In every room, in every social circle, there is always one person who commands silent respect without begging for attention. They don't talk too much, they don't chase approval, and they don't try to impress anyone, yet people naturally adjust their behavior around them. Why? Because they understand something deeper, something colder, something most people are too emotional to see. This is the reality of Machiavellian psychology. Inspired by the ruthless clarity of Niccolò Machiavelli, this is not about being liked, this is about being respected. And understand this clearly, respect is not given out of kindness, it is a reaction to perceived value and controlled power. In this video, you are going to understand 5 hidden Machiavellian truths that will completely change how people see you, treat you, and respond to your presence. But before we begin, ask yourself honestly, are people respecting you because they admire you, or are they simply tolerating you because you are easy to ignore? Why you must understand this Machiavellian truth. Most people live their entire lives being misunderstood, undervalued, and overlooked, not because they lack potential, but because they don't understand the game of perception. They believe that being kind, always available, always saying yes will earn them respect. But the truth is harsh. The more you give without control, the less people value you. This is why you must understand this Machiavellian video. Because if you do not learn how value is created, you will always depend on others to define your worth, and they will always define it lower than it should be. This is not about becoming evil or manipulative. This is about becoming aware, strategic, and emotionally controlled. Once you understand this, you stop chasing respect, and you start attracting it. Lesson 1. Scarcity creates value. The first hidden truth of Machiavellian psychology is simple but brutally effective. What is always available is never respected. If you are always there for everyone, always replying instantly, always saying yes, you slowly train people to see you as ordinary. There is no mystery, no challenge, no sense of losing you. And when there is no risk of losing you, there is no reason to value you. This is why powerful individuals are selective with their time and energy. They are not cold for no reason, they are controlled. When you reduce your availability, people begin to notice your absence. When you stop giving easy access, people begin to question your value, and that question creates respect. So, from today, understand this clearly. Your time is not cheap, your attention is not free, and your presence should never feel guaranteed. The moment people feel they can lose access to you, your value rises. Lesson 2. Emotional control is power. The second truth is even deeper. Whoever controls their emotions controls the situation. Most people lose respect not because they are weak, but because they are predictable. They react instantly. They get angry, defensive, or desperate, and in doing so, they reveal everything about themselves. But in Machiavellian thinking, emotions are never shown freely. They are observed, controlled, and used strategically. When you remain calm in situations where others expect you to react, you immediately create psychological pressure. People cannot read you, and what they cannot understand, they begin to respect, and sometimes even fear. Imagine being insulted, and instead of reacting, you simply look, pause, and respond with silence or a calm statement. That moment alone shifts power, because now you are not playing their game, you are controlling it. Emotional discipline is not weakness, it is silent dominance.
Lesson 3. Actions build authority, not words. In a world where everyone talks, promises, and tries to impress, the rarest thing is quiet execution. This is why, in Machiavellian philosophy, Actions always outweigh words. Anyone can say they are disciplined, confident, or powerful, but very few can prove it consistently. And people notice that difference more than you think. The moment your words do not match your actions, your value collapses. But when you move in silence, when you build results without announcing everything, people begin to observe you differently. They start respecting you not because of what you say, but because of what you demonstrate. Machiavelli understood that image matters, but image without substance eventually fails. So instead of explaining yourself to everyone, focus on becoming undeniable. Let your results speak so loudly that people don't need your explanation. Respect follows proof, not promises. Lesson 4. Never seek approval. One of the fastest ways to lose respect is trying too hard to be liked. The moment you seek approval, you subconsciously lower your position. You begin adjusting your words, your behavior, even your identity, just to fit into other people's expectations. But in Machiavellian psychology, power comes from self-definition. You decide who you are. You do not ask for permission. You do not wait for validation. And this creates something very powerful: certainty. People are naturally drawn to those who are certain, even if they don't agree with them, because certainty signals strength. So instead of chasing acceptance, focus on building inner authority. Speak less, but speak with clarity. Move less, but move with purpose. When you no longer need approval, people start giving you respect automatically because they feel that you don't depend on them. Lesson 5. Respect requires boundaries. Now we come to the darkest truth of all. Many people believe respect comes from being kind and loving, but reality is more complex. As Niccolò Machiavelli suggested, it is safer to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. And this idea is often misunderstood. Fear does not mean terror or cruelty. It means presence, boundaries, and consequences. It means people understand that you are not someone to be disrespected without cost. When you tolerate everything, people slowly lose respect for you. But when you set clear limits, when you walk away from disrespect, when you refuse to accept less than you deserve, you send a powerful message. You show that your value is protected, and people always respect what is protected. So learn to say no, learn to walk away, learn to stand firm, because respect grows where boundaries are enforced. Now you understand the truth that most people will never accept. Respect is not about being nice, emotional, or constantly available. It is about control, perception, and strategic behavior. This is the Machiavellian way: cold, calculated, and effective. And now the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you continue being easy to ignore, or will you become someone people cannot overlook? If this video changed the way you see the world, comment the word power below. And remember, in a world where most people are controlled by emotions, the one who stays calm, silent, and strategic always wins.